Alright, it's a new day at Goodwill, and I'm on the hunt for those big finds. I usually will take a look at the mugs and see what I can find. Nothing here today. Didn't see any sets or anything worth picking up. Left them behind. This was a JVC receiver for a car. Pulled it out and took a look at it to make sure it was intact. Did some comp research. Wasn't worth picking up. They only sold for around 25 bucks used. Left it behind. I don't usually look at the book section, but I went ahead and took a look at it and found this book. This was one I considered reading at some point. And this was almost brand new. No writing in the book, no bent pages. Dust jacket was in great condition. I'm pulling up the Amazon app to check there and see what this sells for on Amazon. And then the eBay app as well, and you can see in the $18 to $25 range for that book in great condition. Here's a Salvador Dali puzzle that I found, still sealed for $3. Let's go ahead and take a look at comps, see what they go for. Mid-20s to low 30s on this guy. They're asking $3. I'll pick it up. I always look at bags. I'm looking for some really good brands, obviously outdoor brands. This is Columbia. It's not a bad bag. I'm interested in it for sure. But I open it up and quickly discover I'm not going to be getting this because it's $16.81. Always looking for great shoes. If you know what to look for, you can make some really good margin. These were $10 and change, and these were Cole Haan Stitch Lights. Great shoes there. Should get around 40 to 50 bucks. This Carhartt jacket, I'm always looking at Carhartt jackets. It was in excellent condition, but they were asking $36. I really thought about it because I sold a Carhartt jacket for $125 not long ago, but when I do some research on this, it's just not worth picking up. The one jacket that I did sell was a blanket line. It was a longer coat and larger size. This one, not worth it. Check out these vintage Harley tees. I looked at the sleeve to see if it was single stitch. It wasn't. Most of these tees aren't worth picking up if they're the city version or they're from a specific town or city. I usually just leave these behind, but I did think they were a cool, unique t-shirt. It's been a while. I haven't found as many LL Beans lately, but this is a great find. Look at that vintage tag. This is a cotton flannel, and those of you that know, cotton flannels sell really well in the LL Bean category. I'll always consider an LL Bean flannel. Here's an item I had to leave behind, but check out that. Check out that embroidered graphic of the guitar on the shirt. It was Nat Nast, silk. Great shirt, but it's men's small. And if you know a thing or two about men's sizing, small sells really slowly. So, although I thought about it for a long time, it's going back. You'll notice that I was just walking by the aisle and was kind of looking at the sleeves, and I noticed this vintage Cabela's heavy cotton hunting shirt. I've been picking up these layers a lot more lately just because they sell really well. If you take a look at the comp, that's a sold comp on almost the exact same shirt for almost 50 bucks. I'll take that for $4. I'm in the jacket section, and I come across this nice goose down New Balance longer women's down vest, meant to go almost down to your thighs for women, and I picked it up. Field jackets are a great way to make decent money. This was Land's End, not as great a brand, but if you're looking for like Eddie Bauer, LL Bean, those types of field jackets sell really well for really good money. You can get anywhere from $50 to $75 in those field jackets, depending on how heavy, how big, and long they are. All right, there it is. Spent 28 bucks. Hopefully this is pointed in the right direction. Alright guys, just got in from that one. Showed you a few items in the store. This was kind of a smaller run for this store right here today on Wednesday. I usually come on Mondays. It seemed kind of picked over, not really good stuff. I don't know if it was just picked over or not good stuff. I'm not sure which one, but I know it was not good stuff. Anyways, I digress. I actually looked at books today. I don't really look at books really ever, but this was a couple bucks. It's in really good condition, and this is a book I considered purchasing at one point to read. I may read it, I don't know, but I know that with this, I mean, you can see right there, it's almost like new, no writing. And this is kind of a hot seller right now on Amazon. I looked up the rankings and it was, gosh, I think it was like 1,200, which is really good for a book. I haven't done Amazon rankings in a while, but I know that 1 million is bad for books. So 1,200 is really good. This will sell fast. And I don't necessarily have to sell it on Amazon, but it just gives me an idea of whether I want to list it on Amazon or eBay, how quickly this book will go if I price it right. I think I can still get 15 to 20 bucks for this used, maybe closer to 20 since it's in great condition, and should sell quickly. Next up, I picked up this brand new puzzle. You saw me kind of go into the game section looking for brand new stuff, and you can see that this is sealed. I paid $3.23 full price for this puzzle, this Salvador Dali, let's see, 1,000-piece puzzle. And comps on this are around $20 to $30 for brand new. Let me show you this last item and then we'll head on to store number 2. Got these Cole Haan. I've actually sold this exact pair of shoes before. They're stitch light, so they're a really lightweight fabric. They got the wingtip design on the front. These are a better size than the ones I had. I had an 8 or an 8.5, and they took a long time to sell for like 40 or 50 bucks. So I'm going to price these. I paid $10 for them. I'm going to price them around 50 to 60 bucks. They're men's 9.5, so definitely should go quicker, and they're a great color. Black goes with anything. Yeah, so Cole Haan stitch light, and then there's the inside of the Cole Haan sneaker. I tried showing you in the store, but I'm not sure if it came out. So yeah, that was a great find there, and then a couple other items as well. I did show you that Lands End field jacket. I ended up putting it back when I got to the register. It had a loose button and like a discoloration on the sleeve. Neither of those were like huge disappointments, but I just thought, you know what, rather than take a chance, it was a beige color, so I could get home and find another stain or something. I definitely just dropped it at the register and walked away from that one. Anyways, not a bad run. I mean, it was very small today, but I am trying to focus on higher priced items, as I've mentioned several times in these videos, and at some point I've really got to come through and stop buying those items that just don't cut it anymore. So I think I did that today. Let's move on to the next store. Let's go. All right, let's go on to store number 2. I love this Goodwill. It's one of my favorites in the area. Camera's a little dark on this, I'm sorry, but here's a shirt that Stafford Newith tags. Jason, don't do it. You were just talking about picking up items that sell for more. Leave it. Don't take it. Okay, good. But take a look at this guy. Right behind it is this pretty sweet Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. It's got a patch on the sleeve, which those Ralph Lauren patches always do really well on these items. I'm taking it. This sweater kind of stood out to me. Took a look at the tag and it's Patagonia, so that's a bonus. Feels like a wool, which is great on sweaters. Wool always sells well for me. They're asking just under $11, but Patagonia you can't go wrong with, and I'll pay up. I would have paid up to about 15 bucks for this sweater. I'm looking at the sleeve, and this sleeve just felt really nice. I knew it was high quality, and it is. Brooks Brothers for women. Brand new shirt. Look at the colors on that. Should get some really decent money there. Another vintage fire piece. Polo Ralph Lauren rugby style shirt. I love these pieces, by the way. You could pick these up all day and flip them from 4 to 8 bucks into 35 or 40. I always look at the golf section. You can know a true golfer by this. A true golfer will always, when they have a club in hand, test it out. I mean, it seems to me like a reasonable thing. Test it out on the hard surface there and make sure it's good. Why not just test it out again? After testing it out twice, I put it back. But in all seriousness, the grip was busted and it wouldn't have got as much money. But that was a Ping Karsten. Look for Ping Karsten putters. Those sell really well, even the vintage ones. This next piece I saw, the huge shag, check that out. This abominable snowman Yeti stuffed animal was handmade and just stood out to me on the shelf. It was huge, over 3 feet tall. Couldn't find any comps on that exact piece since it was handmade, but I decided for $2, I should just pick it up anyways. Someone will like that piece. Found this huge Disney branded Minnie Mouse doll. She was about 30 inches long as well. First time I found a Mickey or Minnie plush like that. $1, picking it up. As I pass this section, this catches my eye. Do you know that logo right there? Timbuktu. I love these bags. Picked them up before and sell them between $30 to $45. Timbuktu is a great brand to be on the lookout for. They specialize in those messenger style bags. There's always room for a good FootJoy golf polo in my cart. Make sure they're polyester if you're looking for them as well. Vineyard Vines dress shirt. Take a look at the chest. That logo there with the American flag. I've never seen one like that before. Here were 2 LL Bean shirts, same style, same size, but they were medium, and after much debate, I had to put them back. Check out this vintage Woolrich camo piece. What's up with the camo pieces today? I'm loving it. Great comps on that. It's going in the cart. Brooks Brothers for the win. Large size dress shirt. And oh no, I broke the button getting it undone. Well, let's just put that back real quick. Here's another trademark LL Bean. I didn't show you the tag, but this is a great shirt. Almost brand new. Great fabric, heavy cotton. Easy pickup for me. Now you've heard me talk about this one before, Mizzen and Main, or what I like to call it, Mizzen and Mine. I'll pick those up all day. I don't usually spend a lot of time in the men's pants section, but these stood out to me, and I remember this brand, Travis Matthew. They're more of like an athletic performance pant. So that was a really good haul. Starting off with this Travis Matthew pants. There's the logo on the back there, and you can see inside the fly it says, what does it say? Sorry for being awesome. So that's pretty cool. Definitely show a picture of that in the listing. I paid $4 or $5 for these. I'm not sure what the generic price is, but I don't find these Travis Matthew pants that much. And so I looked up comps, about $30 to $35 for these athletic pants. I have found the shirts quite a bit, and I've cooled off on picking them up unless they are in really good condition. Some of the older ones just sit for a while, but if you can find like the stripes, like the golf polos with the stripes and the bright colors, those are awesome. I have found another Mizzen and Mine is what I'm going to call it from now on. Mizzen and Main is the brand, but I'm just glad that it's Mizzen and Mine. There's the tag right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's XL trim fit, so I'm going to put that in the listing. It's a gingham. This is polyester or nylon. It's not cotton, which is great. This is a shirt that will go for around 50 bucks on that. So Mizzen and Main, Mizzen and Mine, soon to be someone else's. Definitely check out that brand. It's a stunner. I mean, I've only sold about 5 or 6 of those, and they always go fast. They always go for good money. This isn't really a newer item for me. I've picked up a few of these Timbuktu bags, but I paid $4 for this. This one was a heavier one. This is like a more of a waterproof lining. It's got this really cool, like cushioned, padded inside. It's got a little I guess this is a strap that you could put somewhere. I don't really know where, honestly, but never seen one of those in here. But this Velcro needs to be cleaned up. Don't say Velcro in titles. Speaking of that. And with something like this, I always check the pockets just to make sure someone hasn't left behind some extra cash, some valuable items that I can scoop up. Not that I want someone to lose something, but you know, if it were to happen, I don't know how I'd get it back to them, wink. Something like this, I'd say minimum of $30, probably ship out for 10 bucks in a priority mail flat box, like one of those more flatter boxes. But I'm gonna hope to get around 40 for this guy, since it is one of the heavier ones and it does have more of the solid waterproof liner. I don't know if I'll call it waterproof in the title, just because obviously if I drop this in the lake, whatever's inside is gonna get wet because it's not sealed. But it's basically for if you're caught out in the rain. For the most part, this is gonna keep your stuff dry. This next piece up, I thought about it. This is a huge, like, Yeti abominable snowman that I paid $2.12 for. Honestly, there's no tag on it, there's no brand to it, so I'm kind of just taking a guess for $2, something that is 2.5, 3 feet tall. Even though this isn't branded, I feel like someone will want this piece. It's a very distinct item. I'll get this listed pretty quickly since we're in the middle of winter, and clean it up a little bit, but you know, I can fold this up just like so, put it in a box. It's lightweight because it's really just yarn and stuffing. And I think I can get $30 to $40 for this. But I'm in new territory with this, so I don't pick up a lot of plushes. And for something there were no comps on, I did look up abominable snowmans, and there were some going for 25 to 35, but those were branded completely different. What would you price this at, and has anyone sold something like this? So interesting find today for $2. I can't go wrong. You know, I can at least sell this for 20 bucks and move on and, you know, make 10 bucks. But I honestly think I can get a little more on that guy. I picked up this Mini. I don't pick up Mickey and Minnie that often, but I do look for these giant, like jumbo size ones. And I looked on the back tag and it was branded by Disney, which is a plus. Great condition. You know, you want to make sure that these things are clean because it's hard to clean, or at least I don't know of a great way to clean plush, but maybe some of you out there do. I paid $1 for this, so here's the tag, $1.11, and I think that I can get $25 to $35 for this large mini plush doll. I think she's about 2 feet tall. You know, I'm pretty confident that even though she may take a little while to sell because there are a lot of Mickey and Minnies out there, I'm only looking for the large sized ones that are like 1.5 feet or larger, unless they are a rare collectible piece. I picked up this Patagonia, looks like a wool or an alpaca. Let me check here. So it's a wool nylon blend. There it is. It's a men's medium sweater. Remember, I don't pick up men's medium or small, but there are random pieces that I do pick up the smaller sizes regardless if it's a great brand, and Patagonia is one of these. For a wool sweater like this, you can see it's kind of dirty. I'll clean the hair off of it, take a lint roller to it, and I should get around probably $35 to $45 for this Patagonia sweater. I actually found, I showed you this, but I paid 10 bucks for it. Didn't look up comps, probably should have, but this patch right here on the side is like a nautical marine patch. It's Patrol Coastal Rescue. And I do know that vintage Polo Ralph Lauren, which this is a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren piece with some of these patches, go for quite a bit of money. So I feel pretty confident about this, that with the size, this being vintage, it's 2XL tall, which that tall will add another 5 or 10 bucks in there, believe it or not. And it's got the big Polo logo on the chest. So great colors, blue and white, nautical patch. I'll just do a quick research on this right now because I was curious. I wanted to look this up before I hit record and I didn't. So I'll just look at it now while I'm here being recorded. And so just to give you an idea, I'm putting in Polo Ralph Lauren nautical patch shirt. See what pulls up. So not a lot. I'm gonna take out nautical patch and just put, maybe I'll try marine patch. So there's not any solds on this, but I kind of know when I have a vintage Ralph Lauren piece that's unique. Oh, here's one listed for $125 plus $10. It's an XL. So I'm gonna show you this guy right here. This is listed right now for $135, and it's a men's XL. Now again, it's not the same shirt, but let's see if you can see that. It does have a very similar patch right there as mine has on the sleeve, and there's a larger picture of it. So I've got the same patch, it's just not, I don't have that big flag on the back. That one that I'm showing you is just a plain white, whereas this one is blue and white striped, and this one's even a more rare size. I think I'll try and list this at $100, maybe even more. I may price it around that $125 and see if I can get an offer on this. Though I haven't sold a marine patch, I have sold for $160 or $170. It was a vintage Ralph Lauren 1993 like national parks patch shirt. There's nothing fancy about it. It was like brown, solid brown color, and it just had a patch on the sleeve that said, you know, Ralph Lauren National Parks Patrol or something like that. That one went for $160 really quickly after listing it. So I feel pretty confident. I'm gonna list this over $100 and see if I get any offers. It's clean, doesn't have any stains. Yeah, I feel really good about this one. So another $100 shirt that I'm guessing on this, found at the thrift store, and I paid $10 for it. So there's the tag. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that one. Once I get it listed and once it sells, I mean, obviously once that guy sells, if it's over $100, I'm gonna show you that in a video, either on TikTok or YouTube or both. Another vintage polo Ralph Lauren. This is XL. This is more of like a rugby style shirt. It's that heavier knit fabric. It's got the horse on the chest. Paid $4 for this, and even though it's not like the rugby stripes, it is more of that rugby feel. No padding on the elbows, which would have been nice, but this shirt right here, probably list it for $35 to $50, somewhere in that range, and that won't take long to sell. It's an XL in great condition. Yeah, and then I think I'll just show you this last piece and then call it good. This was a Vineyard Vines piece that was very unique, so it will go for a little more money just because of the uniqueness of it. I haven't found a Vineyard Vines that has the whale with the America flag on the chest, just like that. And so it's a large tucker shirt, which the Vineyard Vines tucker shirts go for about $25 to $30. But this one with the American flag on there will drive up the price a little bit because it's different than all the others out there. It's just a white business shirt with the American flag. Great shirt on this, very clean on this one as well. I think I should get $30 to $35 for that shirt. And you know, at the very worst case, I'd say 25, but I'm confident I can get in the 30s for that. So yeah, I'm here at the second store. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do some more stores today. I may hit up a couple more stores, but right now my stomach is telling me to go eat. I'm hungry. We're gonna hit up my favorite joint, Slim Chickens, as I've alluded to many times in the past. I don't know if I'll cut the video here or if I'll go ahead and show one or two more stores. Just depends on, we've got some people coming to our house to deliver a piano, and I need to be there for that. So if I go eat lunch and then I get the text that they're coming over, I'm gonna go ahead and go home. So I would cut the video here. But if it continues on, that means good news, I went to another store or two. So thanks for watching. And guys, if you have any questions on any of the things I'm seeing, please leave it in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. All right, well, lunch was great, and guess what? I do have time for one more stop today. So we're hitting up our third Goodwill of the day. Here's a Peter Millar. I've talked about this brand before, but that is not a piece that I would pick up. It's cotton. Golfers don't want cotton in the summer. Here's another piece I'd normally pick up. Polo Ralph Lauren, 3XL tall. But when you look inside the collar, it's dirty, so I'm putting it back. But check out this piece. I hardly ever pick up Lacoste, but this just really stood out to me. This really cool pattern had like a tennis graphic on it. It's hard to tell from this video, but I picked it up and should get around $30 to $40 for that shirt. Peter Millar, I just showed you that brand before. Here's a Nano Luxe shirt. These sell really well, these dress shirts that are newer style. About $30 for something like that. Could this be an Untuck It? Let's take a look. Oh, boo. Not an Untuck It today. Not a brand I know. I always look at these basketball shorts, especially if it's a really good team. And UCLA is a good team, but This is not a good brand. Coliseum, no way. Look for Nike or Adidas. Those are great ones to sell. Speaking of Nike, check out these Nike Golf Tour Performance golf pants. You've heard me talk about these in the past, I'm sure. I love these pants. Here's another great brand I pick up, Under Armour golf pants as well. $25 to $30 on those. Between those two pants that I just picked up, 50 bucks in pocket, $8 spent. Alright guys, I did go to one more store. I'm gonna call it quits there because I need to go home before the piano guys get there. Yeah, that one was okay. I mean, I didn't get a whole lot that I'm excited about. I just got some items that I know I can flip for 25 to 30 bucks. There were a few brand new with tags items I think I showed you in the store, so I won't show you any right now, but I will say that if you're not subscribed to my channel and you really like these types of videos, I put them out almost weekly, these in the thrift store video footage where I show you exactly what I'm looking at and I tell you why or why not I'm picking it up. So please consider subscribing to this channel if you want more videos like that. I've also got a lot of videos in the past in my channel where I talk about a lot of things, from how to take photos, how to list, how to do promoted listings, things like that can really help out your business. So make sure to go back and look at that if you're interested in getting some general tips for your business. And as always guys, I really appreciate you watching this channel and just supporting this as well. I wanted to do a shout out this Thursday night, and every Thursday night, Chris, my friend, and I will be going live on our 1 hour Two Flippin' Dudes show where we talk about all things reselling. We play a game, we show you items we're picking up, and we just answer general questions that you may have with those that join us in the live. So please come join us Thursday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. We have a lot of fun, and it's just been fun to see a lot of you guys jumping in and connecting with us as we talk about what's going on in our lives and see what's going on in yours. I did want to answer a quick viewer question that came in the last week on a recent video, and this was from Amber Molina. And though I already answered you on in the YouTube video, I want to go ahead and answer this for those viewers out there that may be watching that may have the same question, because in the previous videos I've been scanning, you may have seen me scanning barcodes, and Amber asks, what are you scanning the UPC code with on your phone? And so basically what I'm doing with that is I use the Amazon app for new items to scan the barcode to see if I can get a quick idea of how much it's selling for on Amazon. I'm also using the eBay app to scan. So if you go to search, and then in the search box there's a little picture icon on the right side that you can click and you can scan a barcode, and a lot of times things will pop up that have that barcode in search results, and you can kind of get an idea on eBay as well what is selling and for how much. So a lot of times I'll do that. Just know that a lot of sellers out there don't put their UPCs in their listings. I very rarely do it. Most of the time I use that barcode to find out what the model is or the brand or whatever, and then from there I go and do another search without the UPC but with the title, the correct title, using the model or the make or whatever it is that I just found out. So when you see me scanning items in the store, that's actually what I'm doing, Amazon and eBay. So thank you, Amber, for that question, and if any of you out there have questions for me like that, hit me up in the comments. Well, I'm gonna call it quits here. Thanks so much. Give this video a like, guys, helps me out, and I appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks a lot, happy selling, and have a great week. Bye.